Hey, financially savvy travelers. Welcome back to another episode of the Thought Card podcast. You know, I often see articles that promise to share the most affordable travel destinations within the US. And then as I start reading them, I start to shake my head. No, 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 no. This list is not correct. They've got it all wrong. And let me know if you have felt the same. The fact is that the US is vast. It's one of the world's largest countries. And over the last 3 years, I've had the incredible opportunity to see more of it. Many people think vacationing within the US is pricey. And, to be honest, I'm not going to lie, it can be, but there are plenty of places that will have you spending top dollar on vacations. And that doesn't have to be the case. Beyond the popular cities, there are plenty of affordable vacation spots within the US which are worth checking out. So in this episode, I'm going to share my favorite top 6 picks for budget-friendly vacations in the United States that are easy on the wallet yet big on experiences and adventure. I hope that this list inspires you to consider visiting a new city, a new state, or region. Welcome to The Thought Card, a podcast about travel and money, where planning, saving, and creativity leads to affording travel, building wealth, and paying off debt. We are the financially savvy travelers. Alrighty. So if you are a longtime listener of the podcast, one of the episodes, which is actually episode 132, I talk about Portland and how incredible of a food scene that Portland has. So I recommend you go back to listen to 132 for all the details. But yes, Portland is on my list of affordable vacation spots within the US. I recently came back from Portland, so I was able to verify the prices. And let me tell you, Portland is a top pick if you enjoy great food, art, culture, and fun neighborhoods, each with its own character and flair. Portland, Oregon should not be missed. For beautiful views, peace, and tranquility, I recommend visiting the Portland Japanese Garden. It's an authentic Japanese garden outside of what you would see in Japan. And this experience will set you back around $22. If you love roses, then visit the International Rose Test Garden, which is free admission. And here you'll find over 10,000 rose bushes and 650 variables in bloom. As I mentioned, Portland has an incredible and vibrant art scene. You can visit the Portland Art Museum, or you can admire the many wall murals and street art all around town. Let's talk about Portland's culinary scene and their craft beer scene. It's truly unmatched in quality and affordability. For instance, I went to a brewery and including gratuity, I only spent $8.50. Whether you're on a tight budget or you're looking for an elevated gourmet experience, Portland really caters to everyone. They have pop-ups, they have food carts, they have small mom and pop shops, and they have upscale multi-course dining experiences as well. So I have an entire blog post dedicated to the Portland food scene, food and drink experiences I recommend that you should try, and you could listen to episode 132 to get the full scoop there. Definitely Portland, Oregon is on the list. Next, we have Oma, Louisiana. So Oma, Louisiana is great if you're looking to break from the hustle and bustle of New Orleans. Oma, Louisiana is only an hour's drive away from the French Quarter in New Orleans, and it offers serene escape at a fraction of the cost. So in Oma, you'll find flavorful Cajun cuisine, picture-perfect bayous, and moss-draped cypress trees. Oma, let me tell you, feels worlds away. If you want to hold a baby alligator for $20, you can tour Greenwood Gator Farm and learn about the gator farming process on a 2-hour tour. And if you're interested in paddling or fishing, then Pontchartrain is one of the world's top fishing destinations, and you can see wild horses roaming the sparkling coastlines and dolphins playing in the distance. Yes, these are first-person experiences that I had while I was exploring Oma. And let me tell you, that entire weekend I spent in Oma, approximately, I spent around $900. That included car rental, a comfortable 3-star hotel, and various activities. So, Oma is undoubtedly an incredible destination in the US that is budget friendly and packs a lot of activities and things for you to do. Now, before we go any further, I want to shout out today's sponsor, Kudos. If you want to turn every purchase into free travel opportunities, then I want to introduce you to Kudos, a free AI powered browser extension that helps you earn more rewards, points, and cashback when you shop online. Kudos recommends the best credit card in your wallet to earn the most rewards and autofills your card info with just one click. Also, when you shop at merchants that partner with Kudos, they match your credit card rewards. That's 2 times the rewards on purchases you would have made anyway. Plus, if you're buying something expensive, Kudos recommends opening new credit cards that tailor fit your spending profile so you maximize the sign up bonus. When you sign up with Kudos using the link in our episode description, you'll get $20 cash back after your first eligible purchase using the promo code TC20. Yep, that's right. Kudos is putting cash back in your pocket. Thanks, Kudos, for sponsoring this episode. Okay, moving on to the next destination. I'm taking y'all to Tennessee. Yes, Tennessee has become one of my favorite states in the country. So much so that my husband is like, we got to go to Tennessee, because I always go solo on these work trips. So I usually leave him home, but he is really interested in Tennessee, especially seeing all of my videos and the content that I've created from my experiences. So on my list here is Clarksville, Tennessee. It's within an hour's drive from Nashville. Clarksville offers a budget-friendly adventure for the entire family. So Clarksville is very family-oriented. Although I visited Clarksville solo as a solo female traveler, but it is very, very family-friendly oriented. So those who love the outdoors, Clarksville has nature parks, playgrounds, the historic Dunbar Cave, scenic trails, and waterways that offer a world of adventure that's both accessible and affordable. Clarksville has a compact historic downtown district, and this is home to the Customs House Museum and Cultural Center, street art, and various restaurants. Another thing that I really like about Clarksville is that there is a winery right in the city. I highly recommend checking out Beach Haven Vineyards while you're in town. They have literally grapes on the vines right there in the city, right by the highway, which was super interesting to see the contrast, but also the wines are really, really good. They taste really great. And I had such an amazing time just kind of sitting out, relaxing, listening to country and folk music and sipping on my wine. So Clarksville has a lot to offer. And let me tell you, the price point is affordable for sure. Something else that I wanted to highlight about Clarksville is I actually stayed at a brightly colored Airbnb called Pink House Clarksville. And this Airbnb was so cute and so quaint, and you can imagine it's pink themed everything. So the Pink House Clarksville is really great for a girl's getaway, a bachelorette party, a romantic couple's escape. This Airbnb has pink themed vintage decor, outdoor patio, a sunroom. The list goes on and on. I can go on and on about it because I enjoyed not only spending time in Clarksville, but when I came back home to the Airbnb, the Pink House, I loved it as well. It was just so cozy and absolutely cute. Now, moving on to our next recommendation, it's going to be Rochester, New York. Rochester is one of my favorite affordable vacation spots in the US. Rochester has a really unique and interesting blend of history, culture, vibrant art, and a top-notch culinary scene. I have an episode all about Rochester where we talk about the reasons to visit Rochester. I also have articles on places to eat in Rochester and also how much a trip to Rochester costs. So some of the things that I loved about visiting Rochester, well, Rochester has a 96-foot tall urban waterfall called High Falls, located right in the city center, which is so spectacular. The views are so beautiful. And I've just, again, never seen a waterfall, like a legit waterfall in the middle of a city. If you are a history buff, then you're going to love visiting museums like the George Eastman Museum, the world's oldest photography museum, and Susan B. Anthony House, the historic home of the suffragist leader. So if you want to hear more about my experiences in Rochester, then check out episode number 86, where I share 5 reasons for you to visit Rochester, New York. If you are noticing a theme of foodie destinations, well, you're absolutely right, my friends, because Danielle Desir Corbett is absolutely a foodie. So a lot of these places have amazing food, and the North Shore of Louisiana is no different. Okay. The North Shore of Louisiana has amazing culinary experiences. They also have really immersive experiences like guided alligator swamp tours. And they have fishing and sailing and kayaking and tubing. And what I love about the North Shore of Louisiana is that it's only 45 minutes away from New Orleans, and it offers an unforgettable escape that is diverse as it is also laid back. When I think about my time exploring the North Shore is a foodie's dream come true. This foodie hotspot offers a range of top-notch dining experiences, from fancy restaurants overlooking a bayou to small mom and pop shops serving delicious Creole specialties and sweet treats, all at a budget-friendly price. For a fun day of biking, so if you enjoy the outdoors and you want to be outside and you want to sightsee, then I recommend the 31-mile Tammany Trace, which connects several North Shore communities like Slidell and Anita Springs. You can get off the trail and just enjoy the different communities. You can go to the Old Town Slidell Soda Shop or play 18-hole mini golf, for example. So there's a lot to do when you get off of the Tammany Trace, but the Tammany Trace in itself is a destination. There's a lot to see, and it's 31 miles, so you can spend all day or do different pieces throughout your entire stay. You can listen to episode 153, where I share spectacular things to do when you visit the North Shore of Louisiana. And it is on this list for good reason. It is affordable, accessible, and you'll have so much fun. Now, I do want to shout out where to stay. So during my trip, I actually stayed at the Southern Hotel. And this is a really charming, historic boutique hotel in Covington, Louisiana. It was built in 1907 and revitalized, and it really shows you the grandeur of Southern hospitality with modern comfort and amenities. So I really did enjoy staying at the Southern Hotel. It was walkable to all the things, the shops, the restaurants, the bars and galleries, easy to stroll from, and the Cypress Bar in the lobby has handcrafted cocktails, and they have a whiskey night, and I believe they also have a champagne night, if I'm not mistaken. So super fun place to hang out, chill, and stay, and make that your home base as you explore the North Shore. All right. Last but not least, I want to shout out Keuka County, New York. So Keuka County is about a 4-hour drive from New York City in upstate New York, and it's a perfect destination for families and individuals who enjoy American history and the outdoors. It's one of the best affordable vacation destinations in New York State. And what I appreciate about Keuka County is the Underground Road history. So you can visit Seward House Museum, for example. You can visit Harriet Tubman House. Harriet Tubman chose Auburn as her home. and she lived here for over 40 years. It says a lot about the place that she decided to stay and live and plant roots in Auburn. And in episode 161, oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, but I had a chance to interview an indirect descendant of Harriet Tubman and retrace her footsteps and visit many different historical sites to learn more about Harriet Tubman's incredible life and way beyond her involvement in the Underground Railroad. So I definitely have Cuyahoga County on this list because of just how much there is to do there. But also, again, it's quite affordable and your budget can go very, very far. So for example, the Howland Stone Store Museum, where you can see a rare Underground Railroad ticket, it's free admission, complimentary admission there. And there's a lot of budget friendly activities that you can do as well. Again, I can go on, but episode 161 really captures my experience in Cuyahoga County and in Auburn, New York. So highly recommend going back and listening to that. So I want to hear from you, financially savvy travelers. What are your favorite affordable vacation spots within the US? Which ones on this list have you visited? And which ones are now on your wish list? To recap, here we go. We have Portland, Oregon, Oma, Louisiana, Clarksville, Tennessee, Rochester, New York, the Northshore of Louisiana, and Cuyahoga County, New York. This list is going to continue to grow. I will say that is as I continue to explore more of the United States, road tripping all over the country, flying all over the country, I will keep this list updated. So I recommend going to the episode description and checking out the accompanying blog post to see what I have added over time, because this list is going to grow. And again, the whole reason why I thought it was important to share this list is because there's so many articles out there that talk about destinations that when you go and visit, you're like, oh my gosh, I literally spent so much money. And maybe you didn't have a great time. But I will tell you, these destinations on this list are incredible. They offer immense value, and you can rest assured that they are budget friendly, whether you want to do free things or you do want to do paid experiences, but they won't necessarily break the bank. Now, before I let you go, if you're enjoying this podcast and you're wondering what episode to listen to next, then in the episode description, I'm going to have a link to a Spotify playlist that I'm calling my Vacation Fun series. And this is a series of episodes where I talk all about really creative ways to save more money in your vacation fund or your travel fund, whatever you want to call it. But really, these episodes are aimed at helping you to get out there, to travel more, and to have the savings to be able to afford these experiences and travel experiences. So there is going to be in the episode description a link to a Spotify playlist. There are quite a few episodes already in there. Go ahead and binge them, share them with your friends, and I will see you in the next episode.